Suradhishwara Maulighatat Vishiruna Jambunada Vetra Shringam Alakshya Santosham Alakshya Manyair Anika Netara Mavaiksha So, now when Vasudeva was still confused, to a large extent flabbergasted, thinking what could have happened with her. Now there were Rakshakas outside. Rakshaka, don't confuse with the word Rakshasa. Rakshaka is a bodyguard outside, bouncer, security guard, right? You have seen typical shirts, all these heroes will get, they will all hold their hands together. Talaiva! The Talaiva will walk. They are bouncers. They are Rakshaka. One person who wrote an article criticizing my book, my first book, he said, oh, he has used the word Rakshasa, Ashade. In Rakshasa, above that A, you have to put that line. Then only it is Rakshasa. If I don't put that line, it is Rakshaka. See, even to critique, you need to study the book. What to do? Now, these Rakshakas were standing outside with their weapon. They were all there outside. Now, what Vedanta Desika says is, for a second, Devaki peeped. Have you heard of peeping Tom? He just peeped. She peeped like this. She found all Devas were standing to get a glimpse of her. All the Devas, Indra Tagargu sir. See, generally when you go to a temple, that peeping will come only when they draw the screen for changing the alankaram. Right? So all these Devas, Varuna, Indra, Idarao, Al Hogi, they are all talking Milesur Mera Tumharam, different languages. Ekkad potunnaru meeru, Agni garu, ikkad randi. So then that person is like, yeah, vadana sare, Vayu. Because he's from Guru Vayu Releva. So that he is looking there. So they're all, now their crowns were hitting with each other, it seems. Right? FDFS, you know? What is it? First day, first show. They will be, Thalaivaru poi paakana sir. What bro? Poi paakana. Aatla irukka rooba ella kundanga kotti. Iduvum urupadame. So, you have to keep watching. So, everybody is watching there. Now, Devaki saw somebody with a golden scepter trying to control the masses. Okay, this side, Purushalla eppadi vaango, Vartha solladingo, all that. That was Vishwaksena, it seems. Vishwaksena is trying to control. So, the commander-in-chief of Vaikuntham has been on special delegation here. So, full Z plus security there. So to Devaki's eyes alone, this was visible. Not to Vasudeva, poor Vasudeva. Pavam avar, but ennama edama ittid. Enna avar irkar parungole. Mama irkar andha Vishwaksena. Engath yarume theriyaliye. So she had that. Suradhishwara Maulighata. Their crowns were hitting each other. Vishirna Jambunada Vetra Shringam Alakshya Santosham Alakshya Manyair Anika Netarama Vaikshatarat, says Vedanta Desika. What a poet he was. Next, he continues. Then I've selected a few more shlokas. Stanza 52. Apatyalabham yaduvirapatmya mahodadhau magna samuthitena tadvamshamanyena Samikshya purvam praptam pratitena purodhaseva. The progenitor of this dynasty, of this lineage, Soma, which is Chandra, bathed in the waters of the ocean and as a purohita. What is hita? हित का अर्थ क्या है हिंदी में बताइए. So, welfare, good. This is hita. In Sanskritam it is hita. In Hindi it's hit. Okay. The one whose technically outside our family, who may not be related to us, but thinks good for our family, is called purohita. Okay. So Chandra, Soma came as a purohita. So what should a purohita do? Minimum he has to bathe and come. So he got into the waters, bathed and came. Apatyalabham yaduvira patnya, says Vedanta Desika, as he continues. Now when Krishna was to be born, how was that night? Verse number 89. Prabuddhatara kumudabdhi chandre nidra nisesha jane nishithe satadrisho devapate prasutim pushyan babhau punyatamo muhurtaha. That auspicious hour when Krishna was to be born. The moon and the stars were bright. Now the rain has not yet begun. For now, let's assume there were no rains. Moon and the stars were bright. In Uttar Pradesh, they could see no pollution. AQI was very low. Only when the pollution level is low, you can see the moon and the stars. Later, everything will appear like Pralaya Kalam. Nidra nishesha jane nishithe. Everybody was sleeping. They were all sleeping. Sun and the stars and the moon were there. Satadrisho devapate prasutim pushyan babhau punyatamo muhurtaha. Punyatamaha. Tamaha means best. Punyatamaha, the best auspicious hour was to arrive. Now, it started raining. As it started raining, the tithi, it was close to the Ashtami getting finished, which is Krishna was not born in the early part of Ashtami Tithi. The Ashtami Tithi was coming to a close. Ajasva janmarhataya numene yamashtami Yaadavaabhyudayam dvitiyaya bhavita yoga nidra sabhutadanim prathama tithinam. So, see, in the Tithi Kramam, certain Tithis are not regarded very auspicious. One is Ashtami. Ashtami is not regarded as a very auspicious Tithi. In most households, if they have to buy dress, jewelry for the family, for family function, they'll say, Ayo, Ashtami Navami venda. It is Ashtami Navami. Kuch mat kharidiye. Both these Tithis went and waged, they complained to their union. Ye kya hai sir? हम दोनों तिथियों को इतना बुरा बोल देते हैं, बहुत अच्छा नहीं लगता है हमें मन से. विनोद, कुछ हो रहा है विनोद, right? So there is a problem here. So these two tithis went and complained to their union leader, and union leader was from Kerala. Immediate strike, put a red colored flag, stop the train. That's all. All students go back home. Now this Ashtami and Navami went and complained. Union leader did a strike. Immediately reports came to Vaikuntha. Bhagavan said, they have a valid reason. So Ashtami Tithi, he was born as Krishna. Navami Tithi, he was born as Rama. He said, I have elevated your position. Even after that, we have not changed. That is a different thing. Ashtami Tithi na, Navami na, we were. But poor thing, what can we do? Now, Ashtami, the moment Krishna was born, see, this is all poetic liberty. When Krishna was born in Ashtami, then Ashtami was considered Prathama. Prathama is not just the Tithi. Prathama means first. So, he elevated the status of Ashtami to Prathama. So, it was considered A-class quality. Now, what will Navami become? Dvitiya, which means Durga was born in that Tithi. Pravit Kale Nishande. As Ashtami came to a close, Navami Tithi began that night. Yashoda delivered Durga, Yogamaya. So she is born in the Tithi next to Krishna. So she is considered younger to Krishna. So she is Sarasija Nabha Sodari, Padmanabha Sahodari, Ambuja Ramana Sodari, Unmesha Nimishotpanna Vipanna Bhuvanavali. Correct? सरसिजनाभसोदरी शङ्करी पाहि मां वरगुरुगुहजननी मदशमनी महिषासुरमर्दिनि मन्दगमनी मङ्गलवरप्रदायिनि सरसिजनाभसोदरी अम्बुजारमणसोदरी आदरि अम्बरी कादम्बरी नीलाम्बरी अम्ब नीलायदाक्षी करुणाकटाक्षी अखिल लोक sakshi. So she is a sister. So he says, Tadanim prathama tithinam athasita ruchi lagne siddha panchagrahoche vyajanayadanaghanam vaijayantyam jayantyam Nikhila bhuvana padma klesha nidrapanutyai dinakara payam devaki purva sandhya 96 verse. So on the day of Jayanti, so he says here Rohini Sahita Shravana Masa Krishnashtamyam. So again and again I'm telling you, because Jayanti's only definition is this, Shravana Masam Krishnashtami. So nobody else's birthday you can call Jayanti as long as they were born this day. But sadly, what will happen? We have our own way, Indian way. Anybody's Jayanti we'll celebrate, right? Vyajana Vyajanaya Danaghanam Vaijayantyam Jayantyam Nikhila Bhuvana Padma Klesha Nidra. Now he says Siddha Panchagrahoche, a small thing in astrology. How many of you are interested in astrology? Very good. Siddha Panchagrahoche. So what Vedanta Desika, Appaya Dikshita says is, Shashi Kuja Buddha Guru Shanaischaranam Ucham Tungasthanam Yasmin Iti Tathoktam. I'm not getting into the detail. In a horoscope, we call it Jatakam in Sanskritam. In the north of India, they call it by a name called as Kundli. Whether it is Kundli or Jatakam, you have to, the geometrical structure is different, you'll have to work on the same pattern. When you're born, based on the Tithi, Nakshatra, Rashi and everything, see, first of all, okay, now I've taken up this astrology, I have to bring two other things. This blanket decision, Kumbha Rashi. You have heard of those Rashi predictions? You cannot do that. I'll tell you why. Because even if 3-4 people are of Kumbha Rashi, they could be of different nakshatrams. And based on the nakshatram and padam, you'll have to see that Jatakam. So now don't get either depressed or elated looking at all these predictions. It all depends on a lot of factors in your Jatakam. So the blanket, Kumbha Rashi, Kataka Rashi, nothing, all blanket prediction you can never give. Okay, 1. Now he says there are 5 grahas are at the exalted state. It is called Uchasthanam in Jatakam. So what are those grahas? Shashi. Chandra. Why is he Shashi? Because it is believed he has got marks of hair in him. Shashi. Kuja. Mars. What is Mars? Kuja. Angaraka, right? Kuja is supposed to be a very inferior planet. Now don't tell me, oh, you cannot discriminate like that. It feels bad. I'm telling you what is there in the Shastra. Whether you don't want to discriminate, you don't discriminate. Kuja means inferior because it is believed he was born from the sweat. Today you pay to sweat. You go to one room, you will go sweat and come. But in Shastram, sweat was not regarded as a great thing. Right? Kuja. Buddha, wise one. Today is Buddhavaram? Yes. Correct? Buddham ashrayami satatam suravinutam Chandratara Sutam Buddhama Shrayami Satatam. If Buddha is in a good position in the Jatakam, you'll be a very good speaker. Your memory will be very good. That is Buddha. Kuja. Kuja is Angarakamashragamyaham Vinata Ashrita Janamandaram Mangalavaram Bhumi Kumaram Varam Varam Angarakama. Fully red. He is believed to be Kartikeya in a way. He carries spear, and that Angaraka's position is extremely important to determine the role of instruments in your body. If somebody has to lay you for the surgery table, your Angaraka position is very important. So generally, if you decide, if the doctor says that the lady can't push, she has to go for a C-section, then you see the position of Angaraka in a Jatakam. That's so. If you believe in Jatakam, if you don't believe, don't see. So that is Angaraka, Kuja. First is Shashi. Shashi is Chandra. If Chandra's position is a bit weak in the Jatakam, then you will have slight mental instability. You may feel depressed. You may feel weak. You may not be decisive. So that is Chandra's position. Chandram bhajamanasa, says Dikshita. So that is Chandra. Next Graham is Kuja. Third is Buddha. Right? Now, fourth is Guru. Guru is Brihaspati. If Brihaspati's position is good, you will be able to lead many people. You'll be very calm. All these are all aspects of Guru. And in the Laukika Parampara, if Guru has his vision set on the right planets, you will get married. That is why we say Guru Phalan. So his eyes have to fall. If Guru's eyes fall on the right set of planets, the right time. Let us fall at the right time. See, all these grahas have to operate at the right time. Shukra is believed to be the god of fine arts. If Shukra is in a good position, you will sing well, you will cook well, you will dance well, you will do all the fine arts well. And eventually you will get a lot of wealth. But that should come at the right time. Shukra Dasha should come at the right time. So, Guru. Brihaspati is in a very good position. Brihaspati is in a good position. Can you tell me what is the Kriti for Brihaspati? I have sung 3. What is the Kriti of Muthuswami Dikshita for Brihaspati? Very good. What is the Ragam? Brihaspate Tarapate Brahmajate Namostute Brihaspate Meenarashyadhipate. He is Meenarashyadhipati. Now, that is 4th Graha, Guru. Shanaischaranam. He is a good planet. Poor thing. He has not got a very good name. Tittumudhu Shani. So, Divakaratanujam. It is in the Ragam Yadukula Kambhoji. Divakaratanujam. That is Shanaischaram. So these 5 were in the exalted state. Generally, for all of us, some graha will be in the exalted state. It is not that we are all poor people. We will have some graha. But it may be 1, 2, 3. Very rarely 4, mostly never 5. But for Krishna, 5 grahas were at the exalted state. I am telling you from the astrological angle. Pancha Uche Lokanayakaha. If 5 grahas are at the exalted state, you will become a world leader. You have to check Trump. So, ಶಶಿ ಕುಜ ಬುಧ ಗುರು ಶನೈಶ್ಚರಾಣಾಂ ಉಚ್ಚಂ ತುಂಗಸ್ಥಾನಂ ಯಸ್ಮಿನ್ನಿತಿ ತಥೋಕ್ತಂ.